What's up YouTube, ODST General back again, and today we have some more accident for you guys. I'm actually re-recording over my original footage because I could not for the life of me figure out how to call emergency services and stuff, and so I ended up actually just restarting because I didn't realize my phone had died in the initial cutscene. I thought I had bugged out and I just couldn't call. I missed the low battery emblem. At any rate, guys, this kind of works out because I'm a little bit worried that the music you hear in the initial cutscene was possibly going to be copyrighted or something stupid, even though it's a generic beat. I didn't want to risk it anyway, so I've gone ahead, I've cut that out, and you guys are going to be kind of catching on in through the intro of this. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Let me know what your thoughts are at the end, and thank you guys for watching. I missed the battery emblem the first time. Okay. Well, let's turn the ignitions off here. Get this all opened up. Nothing in the trunk there. That car. It's kind of interesting as the guy street racing has all the required stuff here. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, he's actually got road flares too, which is kind of cool. I mean, that's the big difference between the US and other countries is we have like road flares and stuff that we tend to use because we don't have the required triangle. You can get the triangles and stuff too, though, I think. That's pretty cool. I was wondering if that was gonna be different. I've been wondering that the last couple episodes. Let's grab this. He got sideswiped, but this guy actually got hit by a vehicle, so let's check on him first. Bunch of little cuts and stuff all over his body. He is breathing though, which is good. Let's check on this guy here. He's not breathing. He's taken a head injury and he's got a cut on his face, so he's in pretty bad shape. Actually, surprisingly bad shape considering he was in his car. He did get sideswiped by these people when he went flying onto the road. He's breathing, which is good. She is not. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she's breathing. Well, I can't. Hopefully, he's got a. He needs to check the location in here. There street signs? There is. There's a really low street sign too. That's how I knew that the street signs was like those are suspiciously low. Okay. So we need to go back over here. So yeah, we need to get him out, which was to be expected. And we've got his first aid kit on us already, so we're gonna go ahead and get the gloves. him into a breathing position, get the CPR mask on, and begin compressions. Sounds like he's still not breathing here, so we're gonna, I guess, we begin another round of compressions there. Well, that's definitely not an American sounding siren, which is weird, because they have an American ambulance. That is so strange. Like, I thought for sure they were gonna end up just using the same model of ambulance, because that's all they were doing for the other countries and stuff, was just retexturing them. And it's in Nashville and everything too. Like, it's even like a Nashville ambulance. I don't know if this is a proper livery for Nashville, but that's kind of strange here. I'm not gonna lie, that didn't make much sense to me. Okay, well, let's take a look here. So we got our homeless guy pushing his cans around, of course, and we got this here. Were they racing against? I don't quite understand. These skid marks don't really make much sense to me unless there's more cars. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense how these skid marks are going. Well, we know this is in here. I don't think there's going to be anything else inside his car that we can find here that's going to make a difference, but we'll head on out here. I guess that's nice. And there's our call. There's our license photo. I'm gonna use this one. I'll let it bring in the license. Look, it's all too. Oh, this is the sports car itself in the trunk. That was just dumb luck I found that. I would have never guessed that. That one was actually kind of tough to solve. Like, I thought for sure it was going to be like the lights were out and it was like warning or whatever. Alright, so let's read all of these people's things. William Maddox, in addition to several injuries, the crash broke his left leg. As a result of his poor health, he immediately slipped into a coma. His health was so poor that he never recovered from it and died in the hospital 4 months later. I was going to say, I thought he was alive when we got here, but yeah, okay. Your immediate assistance saved Freddy's life. The paramedics were able to revive him on the way to the hospital, where he was charged with causing serious injury by driving recklessly, which eventually resulted in a 10-year prison sentence. Yeah, I mean, somebody died from that, so that makes sense. Didn't suffer any serious injuries from the accident and was quickly released from the hospital. He soon became interested in Freddy Weaver's case, and some believe his testimony was the main reason for Freddy's unusually high sentence, although no one was able to find any solid evidence. I mean, he was directly impacted by it, so I mean, it would kind of make sense. Like, yeah, he hit Freddy because Freddy was, you know, illegally driving, and you know, him and his girlfriend or wife or whatever were both injured, and somebody died as a result. So, just like her husband, the accident didn't cause Bethany any major injuries. Just 2 weeks later, she's able to return to work as the mayor's assistant. Well, there you go. It's kind of a weird thing to say, like, yeah, we think he was involved in the case that he was involved in, but nobody could find evidence. It's kind of silly. Alright, so we got another text coming in, so we probably got some more calls here. Another batch of cases has been prepared for you. These may be a bit more challenging, but I know you can solve them. Good luck, Mark. Alright, what you got for me, Mark? We got a highway disaster in Hungary. We've got an accident in Poland, and a desert encounter in New Mexico, USA. Well, of course, we're just going to keep going through in order, and we're going to do this 2017 highway disaster accident case. Let's throw in our ROM and throw our VR headset here and take a quick peek at this. So this will probably be the last of our 2 episodes. The last one took about 16 minutes, a little bit longer to solve. It should have been an easier one, I guess, but I didn't think to check the back of the car. So we got some bad weather, so that's probably a good indicator as to what to expect here, or what caused it initially. So we see some swerving, so yeah, it looks like somebody presumably lost control from the bad weather, struck another car, sideswiped him, it went through the median. The other car was pushed off into the side here. Nice looking area though. I like it, like nobody else stops. Like I get Russia where everybody's like speeding by. Alright, we are going to need to do some smashing and braking, so let's go ahead and get this other traffic triangle set up here, the warning triangle set up, and see if we can find some stuff to start breaking some windows and prying some doors open. Check the trunks of the cars or vans, I guess, if you can. His doors are locked. How about this back door? I kind of assumed that was going to be locked, but had to check. A little weird that I can't just get in from this side. It doesn't say it's locked. Alright, so we can use that to pry open the other door here. Which will let us get through and, I guess we're prying the door open. We don't need to do it from the other side. We can just pry this side open here. And we're going to inspect this person first since we're already here. Oh, we were able to do that with their seatbelt on, huh? Sounds like they're not breathing, so he's going to be in pretty rough shape. Yeah. Alright, so she's conscious. That's good. It says kilometer marker. I don't see those, but it doesn't look like I get a GPS in my car. I'm seeing kilometer markers down this way. Oh, is this one in front here? Is that what this is? No. Oh, there we go. Alright, get his seatbelt off, get him out of the vehicle. Start rendering aid to him here. Get our gloves on. Get his head into a open position, get the CPR mask on. I guess we're going to probably have to do compressions for him here. Oop. Shame is it lagged a little bit and I accidentally missed a beat too. Should have definitely actually had a even better high score on that. If maybe all of those could have been perfect, and that's a shame. It kills me. Still not breathing, unfortunately. You'd think, I'm actually a little surprised that they don't have any points in which they have you give them CPR multiple times. Kind of an odd situation with the ambulance, like literally right behind the cop car. That also the siren sounded very American, which kills me because the American sirens didn't. So I'm pretty confident that what happened is the red car lost control, hit the orange car, which hit the guardrail on that side. He went through the median and then struck the van. Depending on how far back we can go, it's probably going to be something we're going to find. So yeah, we can see, sort of. I mean, this is pretty hard to see. Also, the warning thing's not this far up, and there's no cop cars blocking off the road up here. So this is pretty dangerous, actually. Running down here to check these clues. So yeah, this is where he started swerving. This is where he struck. I guess the mirror broke off for whatever reason, I don't know. I guess maybe it hit when they collided with each other and then just was barely hanging on, just as he was swerving around it broke off. Okay, so let's take a look here. Loses control of his car, that's gonna be number 1. That was the cause of our accident. He then... Actually, I guess this person lost control of their car? No. There we go. And then he goes through the median. Which caused him to stop in the middle of the road. Alright, perfect. Alright, this one went a little bit quicker than I expected it to, but that's alright. So let's read these. I'm not going to even read most of these names because I'm going to butcher all of them. So the first person, Daniel, thanks to your decisive actions, Daniel was quickly taken to the hospital. Unfortunately, his injuries were too severe and he died the next day. Unfortunate. I think he was the driver in the red car, but I'm not positive. Christopher's van collided with the sports car. His seatbelt was too loose and he hit his head on the steering wheel, which caused him to lose consciousness, although he regained it about an hour later in the hospital. For the next 6 months, he suffered from frequent headaches. Fortunately, there was no lingering consequences of the accident. He returned to work soon after being released. Despite bleeding copiously, the wounds on Barbara's forehead was only superficial. After spending one night at the hospital, she was allowed to return home. Well, you know, it's kind of, once again, unfortunately, you know, and here we see the results of these car crashes extending out well beyond the initial accident, which is something you don't necessarily see or think about in a lot of other emergency first response games. So, you know, I guess there's an emotional aspect to this. You don't necessarily connect to these people on like a very great scale, but it's definitely a bit of a connection there. So we've got at least 2 more calls. I don't know how many calls there is altogether in this, but we've got distractions and desert encounter in the USA and Poland respectively. And we'll do those a different time, probably. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.